Beauties. I'm here today to answer some questions that people have asked me about my super curly wig. Most of them have asked me how I take care of this wig. This wig is an inexpensive 50-50 human blend. It wasn't inexpensive when I got it, but it's inexpensive now, and if there's even any left. Bought this wig online. I did not buy this from Beauty Nook. This was way before Beauty Nook was in business, but it is one of my favorite wigs. But now that I've bought so many beachy wave wigs from Leanne, I don't wear it as often as I did. Excuse me, scratching my nose. I bought like 7 of them because for a while this was it. This was me. This was what I wore. And every time they would have a sale or whatever, I would go get one. This wig is about to be discontinued, I think, but I'm not sure because I haven't been over there for a while. But at any rate, since I've been asked so many questions about it, I thought I would go ahead and answer as many as I could. Now, this wig is definitely not for everyone. I'm well aware of that. I mean, I've been called Shirley Temple, I've been called whatever, but I will get a lot of compliments. A lot of women would just love to put on hair and have curls and whatever. And just because this is a 50-50 human blend doesn't make it any better than synthetic. It is different. It's heavy. It's a heavy wig. It's not, I thought it was lighter than my other straighter wigs, but since I've been buying name brand wigs, I've realized that this thing's a heavy wig. So it's pretty heavy. Anyway. But the curls are fun, and I wear it, you know, a bit. Okay, so this is the same wig that is probably 2 years old, maybe, yeah, probably 2 years old. She doesn't look as you know, nicely, tightly curled. The curls do come out. It does get frayed. It does get, you know, whatever. But if I put this wig on and didn't see this one beside it, you wouldn't really probably know that it was as ratty as it actually is. I wear this to work out in or walk in the neighborhood because that's what people know me as mostly, I guess, or I don't know, they've seen me other ways. But what I wanted to tell you was the products I use on this because I've been asked the products I use on my wigs. This wig will get very, very dry. And a disclaimer, right now this one's really soft and this one's really crunchy. So a disclaimer on all of this is I have never used any of these products on my Raquel Welch, any of my Beachy Waves, any of my Envy, any of my name brand Beachy Wave wigs. I have never used these products on them except for with the exception of the detangler. The detangler I have used. Everything else besides water, I haven't used on my other wigs. And I don't think I would. So I don't know. You be the judge. If it's a heat defiant, I might try it, but I don't know. Someday when I do try it, I'll let you know. But this wig was just, I mean, it was not even curly hardly. I mean, it was curly, but it was like frayed and everything. And I've used all these products on it. I'm going to try to show you a place where I can use some more product, which could be any given place. Okay. Right here, this hair is kind of frayed. See how it's kind of frayed and it's probably, what happens is it really starts looking more like natural hair when it gets like this. Unfortunately, I don't like it like this and I usually switch them, but I don't like them when they first come out of the box so much. This one's been messed with a little bit, but not a lot. I don't think, I mean, I like them, but I like them to look a little bit more, you know, like hair. And this, it's like some of these curls are so like perfect or whatever that, you know, that's not going to be whatever. Anyway, so this is kind of frayed. So what I normally do is I spray it with water just to get it wet. All right. And then I never, ever comb, brush, ever, never. Everything is done with your fingers or your hand, you know, your hands or your fingers. Nothing, no combs, no nothing. And I have also cut this wig. I can't even see it. I have also cut this wig, some cuts in there. I've just cut off some stuff that has just gotten so bad that it's just not, after 2 years, it's not going to go back to its original whatever. And all I do is work out in this. But as you can see, this is kind of tangled around here and whatever. So I kind of pull it apart. Okay, and then I have sprayed it with water. I'm going to spray it a little bit more. And then I take this product or another one. This is called Argan Deluxe Argan Oil Curl Defining Cream. Okay, that's what that is. This is, I bought it at Amazon, I think. Either Amazon or HEB, which HEB is a grocery store in Texas, but Amazon has it for sure. So I take some of that in my hand and I rub it together on all my fingers, and then I just pull it through these curls, pull it through the curl and kind of saturate, not saturate it, but just get it curly. I mean, just get it infused with that. And then I will take my finger and wrap it around. Let me see which way it's going. This one goes opposite of another one. So, all right. So I wrap it around and I hold it. I'm not being rude. I just happen to wrap it around that finger. Anyway, and I hold it, and sometimes I'll put my hand over it to give it some heat and whatever. And then you pull it, let it loose, and then there you have a infused, let me see if I can show you, an infused curl that is now hydrated, more hydrated, and then you just kind of fluff it in with the rest of them. So that works really well to do that. Sometimes if they're super tangled and I can't pull them apart, I will use detangler. This works, any detangler. This one, Envy has one. This happens to be John Renault, but Envy has one also. And I use that to kind of allow my fingers to run more smoothly through it if I can't do it with water. Normally, water is the best. Curls love water. They just do. Any of them do. And the whole bit of doing it with just water. The first person that told me she used just water was Denise Sheets, and I used water on my wigs always, this one, and but I also used the detangler and stuff, and she just doesn't use that anymore. And I can see where on some wigs you don't need it at all. Well, there's a curl that's kind of hanging out there. Need to perk that thing back up in there. Okay, and it's true, a lot of times you don't need that on beachy waves. This, however, requires it. It just does. There are times when you can't get your finger through it without damaging the hair fibers more. And when you put the detangler on it, it just helps it. I did get it through there though this time, but sometimes you don't. So then the other kind of stuff I use is called Bella Curls Leave-In Conditioner. I did get this at the grocery store. I'm sure you can get it online. Bella Curls Coconut Whipped Cream Leave-In Conditioner. And they both have argan oil. They both smell really good. I like the smell of the Bella curls a little better, but you may not. It's a little bit more, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I like it better. But coconut, I guess. This one doesn't have coconut in it that I know of. Let's see. No, it doesn't. So, I have taken that one and done the water and the argan oil or the argan cream, and it just flops that curl right back to a nice looking curl. So that's what I do, and I don't do that to newer wigs. Like this wig has not had anything but water on it so far. I don't know when I got it out, but I wear so many other wigs that it hasn't needed it. I just don't start using this stuff until I have to. And of course there is a leave-in conditioner spray. I've used Revlon shampoo for wigs and Revlon leave-in conditioner. I don't use the leave-in conditioner as much as I use these things. Now, for something that is really, really, really frayed and really bad and whatever, and sometimes the whole thing just looks bad, I use hair oil serum on this curly wig only. Hair oil serum. And this is from Chic. I don't even know where I got, I do know, I got this on Amazon. And it's blackberry and coconut oil repairing super potion hair oil serum for damaged or overprocessed hair. It says it smooths and softens, tames frizz and flyaway, adds shine while enhancing color, and prevents breakage and split ends. So it says dual repairing complex, and it's made by Giovanni, whoever that is. And so anyway, this is liquid gold as far as these curly wigs that are super curly and then they start separating and fraying. I use a little bit of oil. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see. Just a tiny bit of oil. Let me see. On my finger, and I rub it through, and then I start pulling it through the hair well, Vicki, put it up there so she can see it. Whoever's watching. Somebody asked me to do this. That's why I'm talking to you, Donna. Anyway, so I pull it through, and it does make it shiny and all of that. It makes it really nice. They say that oil and water don't mix. However, in this case, they do. I get some and I rub if it really needs a lot, and I just do it as much as it needs it. It usually needs it on the ends a lot because that is where it rubs your clothes, you know, and all of that. And this particular wig can get it'll mat in a curl, and it is almost impossible to separate that. You have to really sit and work and get it out, and be careful unless you decide you want to cut it off. But I try not to cut it unless it's absolutely necessary. Now this wig has been cut a bit because it's 2 years old, and it's been through, I mean, I used to wear this exclusively. This used to be my exclusive everyday wig. It is no longer that, because there's just too many fish in the sea out there, and there's too many pretty wigs and too many Friday Night Lives and all of that. And so, you know, it's just very, you know, you can't limit yourself. I mean, you just can't. So anyway, the bottom of this wig is frayed pretty badly. You see that? I think you can. And I'm trying to now fix that without cutting it. I may not be able to because it's frayed a bit a lot. Yep. It realizes it's been worn 11 billion times. So it's frayed a lot. And see, now it wants to break off. So it did break off. So this is in an instance where you are going to have to cut that, which I will. Just the part that's frayed. And one thing about this wig you don't have to worry about you know, being all precise, because there's nothing precise about this wig. Anyway, so now with oil and water, it's curling back up there. Kind of nice. So if you put this on your head, you wouldn't notice a lot of horribleness. I mean, depending on what kind of a, you know, perfectionist you are about wigs or whatever. I have, you know, once I redo this or whatever, I mean, I probably wear her out somewhere, but I just usually wear her to work out in, honestly, because I have this one and too many other wigs to wear. Too many other wigs to wear. But a lot of these tips can be used for your beachy waves, like the curling around and the water. I don't know how this kind of product works on those kind of hair fibers. This is 50-50 human blend. It's 50 human, 50 some kind of synthetic, I don't know what. But, so they say. And, you know, is it? I don't know. I don't know. That's what it's advertised as. That's what it says it is. It reminds me somewhat of not permatease, but it's not permatease, but it's just not, it's not silky hair. It's a little bit silky when you first get it out. It's the curls are individually silky a little bit. I mean, you can kind of clump it and it feels kind of silky. This one is feeling more silky because I've been doing all the stuff to it. But it feels really silky and nice at first, but when it starts to age, it will, you know, get frayed and stuff and all. But, you know, I mean, I would wear that. I do, yeah, they're still the same. I mean, I would wear that and not think about it, probably whatever. But I've just retired her. But I would wear her. I mean, I would wear her now that I've done all this stuff to her. Now, the other thing I've used, and I do not recommend this for anything but a super curly wig. I wouldn't use it on that. And this is called Coily Custard, Miss Jessie's Coily Custard. It's agave and coconut oil, the best darn coily custard, it says, transforming frizzy ends to define curly cues, wash and go styling, fighting curl shrinkage, rod sets, daily curl refreshers, whatever. Anyway, so it says it's a finely and non-greasy wash and go styler that really works for coily, curly, kinky hair. And that's why I bought this. This is for human hair. I am positive. This is not for synthetic hair. However, since this was 50% human hair, I said, I'm going to try this. Now, I don't ever use this unless I've just washed my hair, that wig. Here is, it looks like it's backwards, but it may not be, but it could be. Anyway, Coily Custard. I bought this at the grocery store, HEB. I don't know if they have it online or not. At Amazon. But I don't use this unless I have washed the wig and wrapped it in a towel and dried it, and then I put a little bit of this. It's oily. I mean, not oily, it's jelly. It's like a gel. I don't know if you can see that dripping out there. See that on the ends? It's like a gel, like a little white gel is what it is. Let me get it up there. Little white gel. So, I only do it when I've washed the hair, and after it's dried, I will turn it upside down. I will put some of this in my hands and I will run it through with my fingers. How it dries is kind of like it's a wet look, like it's a, you know, like you just washed your hair and it dries like a wet look. But with this, because it has the synthetic in it, it doesn't make it stiff. I can't really explain it. It makes it like you've put in spray mousse like we used to when we used to perm our hair. So that's kind of what it's like. And as you run your fingers through your hair and all of that, it softens up and whatever, but it does kink the curls back up, which is what I do like about it. I have used this very rarely and very sparingly. I don't use it every wash. And I'm not washing these wigs as often as I did because I don't wear them that much. Now this one gets washed more because frankly I sweat in it, you know, so this one gets washed more. So I do wash her more, and she is frayed more because of that, I guess, and because of just she's 2 years old. I've already said that a million times. I guess I need to not say that anymore. But she's definitely not a throwaway to me right now. She's not a throwaway, and she's and if I were going to wear her out, if this were my only one and I didn't have another one to fall back on, I would probably work on her some more and get her curls just like I liked them, just, you know, like I liked them, and then I would wear her. But let me take this one off. Let me put this one on and show you. It's hard to tell on a wig stand what she looks like. Okay, now, oh baby, you're happy. Okay, now, so this girl that I've just been working on, she's a little damp, but I mean, you know, she's wearable for definitely sure. I mean, I wouldn't be like embarrassed to go out and, I'm gonna get these tabs, to go out in this. I mean, I would wear this out, you know, I would, but I don't have to because I have, you know, others. I mean, I would think it would be time to buy another one at this point, but it's easy to get her, not easy, but it takes work, but it's, you're able to get those curls. I just put some of this oil on her, and I don't know if I'm close enough to this for y'all to even be seeing any of it. But so I've rubbed it all on my fingers like this. I've got my fingers kind of oily right now, and I've rubbed her through it. And you see, rubbed it through her, and you see that she is eating this stuff up. I mean, she is just soaking it up. I discovered, I just felt how crunchy that the wigs were getting, and I thought, this needs some hot oil treatment. Well, you know, you can't really do a hot oil treatment on a wig that has synthetic in it. So with that in mind, I went looking for something, and I found this. And this has been, I love this stuff for these curly wigs. And remember my disclaimer, I have not used this on my totally synthetic wigs. I have not used this on any of this stuff except water and the detangling. But see how she went, see how she's kind of fluffing back up there and looking pretty good? Shoot, I may put her back in service. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't suggest that you did that unless it was an older wig that you were that was just really desperately ready for the trash bin, and you decided, well, you know, I'm going to throw this away anyway, let me try this, and then try something like that on there, whatever. But you know that steam works wonders on synthetics, and that's all I would use to get rid of the crunchiness and all of that. Water and steam, that's what I would use, and I wouldn't use any at all of these products. But as you can tell, I can't use steam on this wig. It's curly, and you know, you just can't do, unless I want to straighten it. So the steam wouldn't work. So I had to figure out something else to do. So that's what I did. And that's what I use. So this oil and this cream, or this cream, they're both the same. It's really the same stuff. They just smell differently. So either anything like this you can find, anything like this you can find. And this,
which may or may not be necessary for you, but I was trying to revive a 2-year-old wig, and that's why I bought that. A detangler for any wig, really. And water. Water is the best thing you can do. For my new wig, this isn't new, I've worn this a few times, had it out for a while. But for this wig, after I wear it, I just spray it with water and hang it upside down. And that's all I've done to it for that whenever I wear it. And I wear it every Tuesday when we go to the restaurant that recognizes us by my hair. And they go back and get our teas and they put our order in. And they come out with our order because they remember us and know us. So, because of this hair. So I don't, I always wear this hair on Tuesday. So this is Twirly Girl Tuesday is what I do. But I honestly got sick and tired of wearing this only one. And I wanted longer and I wanted different. And I wanted different color. And I wanted all kinds of different things. So I kind of quit wearing this one so much, but I do wear it on Tuesdays when we go to that restaurant. We haven't been for the last 2 weeks because it's been too cold and ugly and yucky. But anyway, if you have any questions, just contact me. Just ask me a question in the down bar, or if you know who I am, just message me or talk to me on the group or whatever. Tonight is Friday night. And Friday Night Live is coming up, and I can't wait for it. It is, what time is it here? 4:45. So I have 2 hours and 15 minutes before I might buy me a new wig from Leanne. So that is all I have for y'all today. Y'all have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.